In the 9th Defense Expo at Kitla in Betul, Defense Research and Development Organization has displayed its products which have been developed by Indian scientists. DRDO targets to develop equipments and technologies fulfilling the requirements of Indian Defence Forces. DRDO has displayed prototype self-developed light combat aircrafts, tanks, missiles, assault rifles, hand grenades, engines and multipurpose computers and many other products with latest technologies.
Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO is empowering Indian forces with its innovative technologies and products. DRDO has developed many technologies and products which are truly world-class. To name a few like Tejas, Arjun, Dhanush and BrahMos missile which is truly world-class and a joint venture with Russia.
BrahMos is also, this is a cruise missile. That means it is a powerful missile, and cruise missile means it is a low altitude missile. Enemy cannot detect, and any platform you see, it is a canisterized missile. It will be launched from any platform, means underwater, land and air force. So how no a bullet from a gun, how easily we can fire? Why can't a missile from a hollow cylinder? That's why it's canisterized missile. From a canisterized, this missile will launch like a bullet from a gun. Like that, it is very easy to launch. And it's a cruise missile. It is a 290 kilometers distance. Any target with a double the speed, 2 max speed. No missile is there in the world hitting the target with a 2 max speed. Missiles are there, other missiles, but cruise missiles, no one is there. Because of BrahMos, we are courage. No one can attack with us with that courage we have with that BrahMos.
Preparing for the future, DRDO has developed a robot which can work effectively in case of any nuclear or chemical bomb attack.
This is a robot for carrying out the reconnaissance of nuclear affected area or chemical affected area or biological affected area. You know, after dropping of such type of bombs, the area gets contaminated, which is fatal to the human life. This can't be seen with the naked eyes. So what you have to do is we can send this teleoperated vehicle which can be operated from a range of up to 1 kilometer or so, and online you can measure the contamination level in that affected area. If it is the soil or the liquid or the water which has contaminated, we can collect a sample of water or soil, bring it back to the lab and analyze it for any contamination level or so. Depending on the results, then we can take the corrective action so that people won't enter into that area and the human lives is saved.
This robot can also be very helpful in case of radiation due to human negligence.
Like in Delhi, that Mayapur incident, if you might have heard of it, or at times something happens at the labs like BRC, that Bhabha Atomic Research Power Station, that such nuclear small items, if they are thrown or they are disposed of carelessly, then the area gets contaminated and the people's lives are affected. So this vehicle will be helpful in carrying out the survey of such things and finding out the item where it is lying, and you can protect the human lives from danger.
In a record time of 2.5 years, DRDO has developed 6 such units.
These we have developed in 2.5 years time, and the cost was around 15 crores or so, in which we have developed 6 such units.
During Kargil war, Indian forces were unable to target the enemies as they were hiding in the bunkers over the mountain. At that time, Bofors tanks had given upper hand to Indian Army in the mountain warfield. Now, a wing of DRDO, Defence Ordnance Board, has developed Dhanush tank, which is much better than Bofors.
These guns are called field guns, and especially it is howitzer. Once we say it is howitzer, its angle of fire elevation can be up to 70 degree. So it can be very effectively used against high mountains also. If your enemy is sitting across a hill which is very high, then high angle of elevation of firing is required. So what you see basically is 155 mm 45 caliber field gun and howitzer, as well as on my left what you see is 155 52 caliber howitzer. These guns have been developed indigenously by Ordnance Factory Board under Ministry of Defence in collaboration with the user, which is Indian Army, Indian Artillery. These guns can throw a projectile up to a range of 38 kilometers. It is a huge advantage that because Bofors earlier could throw a projectile only up to 30 kilometers. And apart from the increased range, 8 kilometers is substantial if you fight a war. Apart from that, we have equipped this gun with inertial navigation system based sighting system. It has got auto laying feature. It has got a muzzle velocity radar. It has got a ballistic computer. It has got a day and night camera for direct firing engagement. So it is in the front line, all the frontline technologies of the artillery gun are available in this. And these 6 guns are going to be inducted in the Indian Army in this financial year.
Sir, as we know that during the Kargil war, Bofors was the major player to support us. Now we can say that we have now developed better than Bofors.
It is much better than Bofors so far as range is concerned, indigenous content is concerned, and the special features which this gun has makes it much superior than the Bofors. And also, user has been fully involved in its development. All the trials have been completed, so it is going to be inducted. So these guns are going to be the backbone of Indian artillery in near future.
How much time it has taken to be developed, and any estimate of cost, how much it has been spent to develop it?
Its development has been done over the years. Any gun system development and trials is a long drawn process. It takes around 3 to 4 years to start from the drawing board to this stage. Even the trial process takes around 2 years to complete. So we have completed the trial process, the development process, production process in 4 years' time. We started this project in 2012, and in 2016 what you see is the 10th prototype, and 6 guns we are going to offer to Army for exhaustive trial from the July onward.
DRDO has also developed some tactical missiles like Akash, which can hit far distance moving targets precisely.
All these missiles are called tactical missiles. That means it will go and hit the moving targets. Okay, this Akash is the surface to air missile. Okay, and it will hit the target below 50 kilometers immediately, guided by the radar, and it will hit. All these one target is coming, launchers are used for targeting one launcher with 2-3 missiles. They will launch 3 missiles at a time without missing the target. Anyone will success.
Anti-tank missile NAG can destroy any tank up to 4 km distance. Due to its capacity to destroy the target with 100% precision, scientists call it fire and forget missile.
NAG is a anti-tank missiles. NAG will cover 4 kilometers. That is the speciality of that missile. No, you see simply eye in a body how it will act. No, this NAG missile shaker is there. It will see the target, fire and forget. Once it lock the target and fire, it will go and hit 100%. That time this is called a fire and forget missile.
To become the self-dependent in the field of missile production, DRDO has succeeded in developing its own missile subsystems.
All these are called missile subsystems. All these systems are there within the missile. These are called avionics missiles. You see, this is the inertial navigation system for strategic missions, which will go like Agni and Prudent are called strategic missions. They will go and hit the fixed targets. Further, inertial navigation system is a art of the missile, like a human being, how he is having heart. No, this is the inertial navigation system with GPS. It tells to the missile where you are, okay, by executing the navigation algorithm. This is the inertial navigation system. This is onboard computer. This is the computer executing guidance algorithm and tells to the missile where you should be, because the target is fixed. We know the coordinates. That's why that is stored in that computer. By executing that guidance algorithm, it tells to the missile where you should be. You see, this is the seeker. It's used in the NAG, and he is the seeker man. He will explain about the seeker.
One is called the IR seeker, infrared imaging seeker, which it is in passive seeker. Basically, it will collect the target information and guide the missile towards the target. We have one more version is called the millimetric wave seeker, MMW seeker, which will transmit the RF signal towards the target and reflects the signal is received and processed. And it is autonomous. Once missile is launched from the missile, after that there is no link between the launcher and the missile. Missile on its own, it goes and hit the target. Even target moves also, it can able to track and hit the target.
Navigation system is the heart of missile. So this is what we are making. This is purely indigenized accelerometer. This actually measures your acceleration of the vehicle, that missile, where exactly at what speed and at what is the pinpoint location it has to reach.
All these missiles are called, you see NAG, BrahMos, all these are Kali Yuga weapons. Those days, no, Teta Yuga mein Ramabana, Kali Yuga. These days, these are all called Kali Yuga Astral, Kali Yuga Ramabana, Kali Yuga BrahMos, Kali Yuga Akash, Kali Yuga Nag. It will go and hit tank, war scenario tank, it will go and hit the tank, okay, and it is a top hit